Alrighty, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are back on the Foria server, and we're going to be doing some carrier ops and some ground pounding. Right now, just taking a quick look at the F10 map. We'll have to wait for it to load first. But just looking in on it, we can see kind of up in the north here. That's where we're going to be focusing primarily. And then we'll basically launch out from here, hit like Nalchik, Beslin, Mozdok. We'll probably resupply out of there, come up here, take out the north, and then probably just head off to the northwest here, hit Makeup, and come all the way over to Napa. That's my plan for now. We'll see how things go, but first things first, we'll get up and airborne, and we'll go hit these guys. Might just for the sake of it, hit the refueling in the middle of the map here. They kind of circle centrally on this server, so we might hit those guys just for a little something to do, because that's going to be a pretty long flight. In order to save some time on that, I might just light the burners and get us there as quick as we can. But yeah, in any case, let's get this thing started up. So save your ears a little bit. I'm just gonna go ahead and close the canopy. Let's get her fired up.
Another base down. Krimsk is now ours.
Just
You can now spawn there. Keep pushing.
Where is Krimsk? Not sure. Doesn't change our plan at all. Okay, let's go.
Roll left. Flight controls. Flight controls.
The side mission has been completed. Good job.
Oh. You know what we can do? I don't know. They're almost aligned there. I was gonna say we can just start loading some of these targets in. Looking primarily for their air defense. A-18, Shilka. What the heck is this thing? Well, in any case, looks like we've got our couple of targets here. Oops. Is that good there? Alright, that is good there.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
Alrighty, let's get it. We'll input that target data once we get up and airborne. We got a little bit of a flight ahead of us, so we'll focus on that once we actually get up and in the air and are just killing time. Launch bar, why you go work? That is odd. That's something we forgot to do. That's not gonna fix it though. Why? Did we miss something on startup here? Why won't our launch bar go down? Is it because I got my feet on the rudders? No. Let me know if you guys have any ideas here. This is bizarre. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Extend the launch bar. This is bizarre here, guys. I don't know. I mean, you guys can see it's going, but what the heck? Maybe turn the nose wheel steering off? No. Huh. This is the weirdest thing. Aha! We figured it out there, team. I just did a little Google search in here, try to figure out what it is. So one of the breakers is tripped here, and that is the issue. So, oh my goodness, track IR, be normal. Hang on, let me play around with this thing for a second. Oh my gosh, come on. There we go. It's this breaker right here. Got tripped for some reason. Now it should work just fine. Haha, we got it. Alright, let's set our stab here. We are carrying quite a bit of it. Ooh, we need our wings back out. Whoops. That could have been bad. Alright, those of you just joining us here, we got stuck on the deck here for a second, because we couldn't get our launch bar down. But this little breaker right back here says launch bar was tripped for whatever reason. But in any case, let's see. Those wings all good to go there. They sure look like they are. Alright. Everybody ready here? Let's get it. Boom. Alrighty. Ooh, you know what we didn't do was retract our landing gear on launch, so we might have some issues with the landing gear. Let's hope it survives. Seems like it did. Alright, good work, team. Let's start getting some waypoint stuff put in. So we had our first target right here. Just gonna grab the info from him. Alright. And let's go over HSI, data page, waypoint 1, UFC, grid is Lima Papa. Lima Papa. And grid is 89160, 89610, 18374, 18374. Enter. Elevation in feet is 1141, 1141. Enter. Waypoint 1 is set. Let's go back to the HSI. And let's start flying toward that. gonna stare right at the sun our whole trip. Awesome. Just awesome. Yeah, man, I think it would be pretty fun to be a pilot too. That's why I play a video game where I pretend that I am one. And you're right, these ships are huge. Floating cities, man. It's saying 23 minutes to our target. We'll be able to drop these a little bit earlier, but you know what? I'll finish putting in the target data once we get up to altitude. Let's just grab the next one here. Now let's keep bringing us up. Let's go up to like 25,000, 30,000 maybe? Actually, we just set our heading 061, enter, autopilot, hold that heading. Alright, and with that, now we can go and set up the rest. You'll see grid is Old Lima Papa. 89132 18731 18731. Enter. Elevation in feet is the same as 1411. 1411. Almost up to 30,000 feet here now. Let's just nose down. Beautiful. You know what? 29,340 feet. That looks just fine to me. Let's hold that. And now, we had 1141 for our previous target, so I'm just going to verify that he was in fact 1141 and not the same altitude as this guy. Aha! He is 1411. So target 1. UFC. Elevation is that. Not what it was before. Okay. Target 3. Grid. Lima Papa. And let's find one more. So air defense, air defense. Air defense radar. Okay, let's go for this guy here. Okay, we got same as before, Lima Papa. Eight 9,731, 89731, 18661, 18661. Enter, elevation, same as before. Target 4, grid is going to be Lima Papa. And let's find that last anti-air. Oh, there's multiple. This guy's just a gun. This guy's a missile, so let's go for him. Dirt. Dirt. Okay, there we go. And you're grid is 89507, 89507, 189993, 18993. Enter. Elevation, same as the others. Alright, that is those guys done. How are we on fuel? We are actually pretty good. And we're in burner, but we're so high that we're not burning through it too quick. That's not bad. Alright. You know what? I think we might actually be able to get there in a pretty decent amount of time. Stores, just start timing those guys. I'll just set up air to ground mode now. And let's go to HSI again. And still a couple hundred miles from them, but we're using chase out, so they're glide bombs, so we should be able to actually just get high, get fast, and those things will just cruise, or not cruise, glide quite a while. I want to say it's like 80-ish miles is the maximum, but yeah. Actually, while these are timing, we can finish setting these guys up. So, step, go to the JSOW display, mission, and let's go to you, undesignate, and redesignate. Step, up, designate, step, TO02, designate, next, step, TO, designate. Alright, so now what we're going to have to do when we go to fire these is, because we're firing from TO mode, we just fire 2, switch them over to TO02, launch the other 2, and that way we can basically ripple all 4 JSOWs all at once. So, pretty handy. And let's just head back to the stores page, set their fusing, instant. Alright, so those guys are good to engage now. I'm going to keep my fuel even when I run out of external fuel, because I want to swing by, do a little refueling action. A little air-to-air refueling action. Probably be on the return trip. Okay, yeah, we should be just doing some maths here. We should be totally fine to get these weapons off, find those tankers, and marry up with those guys. So, I'm just gonna get that set up so that we can see. Actually, we should figure out which tanker's gonna be close first. Looks like Arco 11, the KC-130 will be our closest guy. Oh, Arco 11, let's just find him in the briefing screen, get his TACAN data. So, the 130, Arco 11, 37 X-ray. TACAN 37. Okay. So when we switch that on, we'll be able to find him. And let's just bring our heading a little bit left here. And I am going to nose this up slightly, so let's pull it out of altitude hold, keep the heading hold on, and And we'll just give it a little bit of a climb. A couple more 100 feet for us. A couple more 1,000 feet. Launch these JSOWs off. Let those fly to their target while we refuel, and we should be probably mid-refueling when those things smack into their targets. The beautiful thing about the JSOWs is that they're a standoff weapon, so we're at 60 miles, but we're almost in range. I'm going to nose back down. We are getting just about as high as I like to fly this thing. It gets, control surfaces get a little funky once you get up to about 30,000. They don't get funky, they just get less responsive. There we go. Look at that. Alright. Let's go back to the stores page. And back into JSOW display mission. So we're on our TO01s. We'll be first. And wonderful. What's locking us up? We don't know. Fuel. Everyone who's here now, welcome. How's everybody's day going? Feel free to let me know while we're firing these JSOWs off. Alright, 5 seconds, master arm to arm. And I'm gonna let us get just a little bit within that that max range, just in case, you know, they hit a little bit of turbulence or something. So we'll just give it another, like, 20 seconds on this heading, and then we're gonna let these go. Alright, that's plenty there. Alright. Send the first two off, TO01. So, we're gonna be firing from, I believe, the right pylon first. Nope. There's one. There's two. Alrighty. Switch these over to TO02, step, TO02. Now we're going to be firing from the right first. There's one. There's two. And they're off. Alright, I'm going to pull it out of burner. Get our TACAN turned on here. And let's zoom on out, see if we can find this guy. We cannot. Sorry, turn that off. Oh, yes, now we can. Alright, he is nice and close. And let's just talk to him. Go 1-1, intent to refuel.
1-1, Colt, 1-1, request rejoin.
I believe he's low. 15,000. So he's at 15,000. You should be just right up over here. And yeah, so all of our external tanks are empty right now because we rode the burner the whole way here. That's okay. That's why we're doing this. We don't have time to be conserving fuel. Gotta drop the bombs. Alright, 15,000 to our attack and 24 miles. Let's go BL hold and couple mode. There we go. Now the aircraft flies us there. Let's just take a little look at the F-10 map, see how our missiles are doing. Ooh, that J-11 was coming for us. That's not. Maybe he was what was locking us up. You know what? It might behoove us to just flip this thing around and get a quick air-to-air kill here. What do we think about that? I'm gonna go for it. Because I just get the feeling if we went for the refuel, he'd just come in and gun us down. There we go, we got him out there. Let's start locking him up. Damn it. He's at... Should be able to get him. Let's bring this a little bit wider. 60 degrees should be plenty. There we go, got him now. Come on. There we go. A little bit right. Yeah, he's bearing in on us. Ooh, we can actually probably get this off right now. Yes, we can. What is going on? Oh, what the heck? My gun work? My gun works. Why isn't my weapon release button? Oh. I've been playing too much air-to-ground mode stuff. I forgot. It's an AMRAAM. It's trigger to fire. There she goes. Now before that does anything... Oh, no, I gotta stay... Oh, no, it's TTG. We're good. We're good. We gotta go evasive. Ah! And we'll switch back. Ooh. Undesirable. Trade in a little bit of altitude here. Assuming he's hitting us with his equivalent of an AMRAAM. So we're chaffing. Oh, he's low. We got eyes on. Okay. Chaff flare, chaff flare. And that's fantastic. Lapped code 3, so you want to do DCS full time. Are you talking about like streaming it, or are you talking about like just like playing it all the time when you say that? Best advice I can give you just based on what just happened is don't lose to a J11. And don't forget how to use your aircraft. Oh man, okay. To avoid you guys going through another cold start here, we'll just spawn hot on the deck again. Once we do that though, let's just take a look at our JSS. Playing it all the time. Yeah, so I mean it's a fantastic game. Invest in... Oh, did our JSOWs already hit? Looks like they did. And looks like we got 3 of 4 targets. Okay. Yeah, not bad. All right. But yeah, invest the time up front early. Yeah, let's go drop some more JSOWs. Invest the time early and really get to know your aircraft before you jump into anything too crazy, because it is an unforgiving game where if you don't know what you're doing with it, it'll bite you. So definitely take the time. Like I'm talking like a couple hours. Really learn those the controls, how your aircraft works, and everything. Well, if you're looking at the Hornet for your first aircraft, that I absolutely would recommend the Hornet. It is so much fun to fly in this, and it's one of the priciest airplanes or aircraft in the game, I believe. I think the F-18 and the F-14 both sell for the same price, and that is, whatever it is the most expensive. I think the 16 and the 15 come a little cheaper, and then like the MiGs and the Sus come in even cheaper than that. But the F-18, like, it is, I think, probably one of the easiest aircraft to fly. There's a lot going on with it, and if you don't know what you're doing with it, like, obviously things won't go great, but it is easy to learn. Learning your first aircraft is going to take a long time, just irregardless, but most bang for your buck. It's got carrier ops. You can do air to air. You can do air to ground. It can do everything that you want to play DCS for. Oh, so you've been watching the shorts. Yeah, so I mean, I try to make them quick, easy to understand, digestible. And I wish shorts could go a little bit longer than a minute because there's some information I want to include in there. I might do some like shorter long form videos, like 3 or 4 minutes long, just because like to get into a little bit more detail, because basically those shorts there, they tell you, hey, press this button, press this button, press this button, point this thing that way, and then fire the weapon, but it doesn't explain why you're pressing this button, why you're doing this way, right? So I do want to get into a little bit more detail. Really kind of sink into that. So if you stick around the channel long enough, you might be seeing that. That probably won't be right away here, but in the next couple of weeks, I think I'm gonna start churning some of those kinds of videos out, going back, covering some things I've already covered. Because my idea was like with those was to start kind of early. With the early videos being like, here's how you fly it. So like the very first one I ever did was, here's how you start the thing and take off from an aircraft carrier, because that's the thing everyone wants to do. And then the next one was how to land on an aircraft carrier, right? And then we got into, you know, here's how you use the gun, here's how you use dumbfire bombs, here's how you use, what else have we done? All this stuff. But yeah, I'm just making my way through the weapon systems with the shorts, but I am gonna double back, do a little bit more detail into those things with the long forms. So hopefully you stick around and you know, get to see those once those start coming out. I am embarrassed that we lost that fight to a J-11. All I had to do was jink, and then I should have dropped, what I should have done was drop my I dropped tanks, but wanted to get the refuel. I thought we could have just got an easy AMRAAM kill on him. It is fun to learn in this game, and there's... oh. I think we're good. But yeah, it is fun to learn in this game. Like, that's one of the reasons I love it, is because, like, every time you get in here, you learn something new. Like, if you rewind the stream just a little bit, to when we were taking off the first time there, I couldn't get my launch bar down, and I'd never encountered that issue, so I had to do a quick little Google search, and turns out there's a circuit breaker right back here, says launch bar. This guy right here, he was tripped for whatever reason, and it wouldn't let my launch bar function, so I had to, you know, break open the manual, by which I mean get on Reddit or the forums, see, hey, I've got this issue, and then luckily someone a couple years ago had the same issue, and someone said reset that circuit, and it worked. But yeah, so like I said, every time you get in here, you're gonna learn something new about it, and yeah, fantastic game for all that kind of stuff. Alright, I'm gonna put in the same heading we had before, 061, and get us on that heading. There we go. And with that, let's get over to the stores page. Actually, you know, let's just get an air to ground mode now. And we'll pull up the HSI, data, precise, waypoint 1, UFC. Grid will be Lima Papa. Alright, let's start pulling some targets. This guy. Ugh. That guy. We'll keep our eyes open for him on the next one. Alright, this SA-18, I thought we engaged him last time. We might have just had some bad, poorly entered data. Alright. And let's see, so we got the grid going. 89160, 89160, 18374, 18374. enter elevation of 1411 feet. So yeah, it wasn't a hotkey issue. It was, like I said before, it was just that, just this launch bar breaker back here. I just had to reset that, and then everything worked fine. And I'm gonna start nosing us down. 35,000 is plenty of altitude for what we're doing right now. And the autopilot. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's get the next target in here. He will also be in Lima Papa. And so that's air defense 1. Any other air defense out here? There's these guys up here. Let's go for them. So an S-60. Okay. It is 90165. 18885. 18885. Enter. Elevation. Same as before. Target 3. Grid. Papa. He had a buddy right next to him. Yep. Boom. Nine 0337. 90337. 19201. 19201. Enter. Elevation. Same. Last guy. Grid. Oh, I was hoping we would have gotten close enough that the designators would have moved over. Last guy. What do we want to kill? Or unalive? I'm gonna go for the search radar, just because that's a soft target. And that way, even if he is linked to anything else around there, they won't be able to lock our buddies up. So we already input Lima Papa, right? So 89347, 89347, 18889, 18889. Is that the same as the last guy? Nope. Alright, all of our grids are entered. That's good. We'll go back to the HSI. I'm going to start timing these chase outs. Switch them over to TOO mode. Chase out display. Mission. TOO 1. Target designate. Step. Target 2. Designate. Step. Target 3. TOO 2. Designate. Next target. Step. TOO2. Target designate. Alright. All of our targets are now designated. And just real quick, let's take a look on our radar. See if we can pick this guy up. We sure can. Is that the guy who just shot us down right there? Let's pull him in. Increase the range on that a little bit. Okay, so he's at about 40 miles, looks like. Just within. At 35. We're going to cheat a little bit. I don't like using the, Oh, no, it is not. That is a friendly aircraft. But yeah, I don't like using the AWACS. Especially on a public server, because other people use them too, and then they're just so much talking in your ears the whole time. And then I can't talk to you, lovely people. .84 miles to target. Start getting a little bit more oriented toward him. That looks good to me. Alright. Let's lower that radar down. Nope, not that much. That's a good range right there. Increase that sweep angle though. 80 degrees, that should be good. We know we have a J11 out there. Learned that one the hard way. And we know it's down. Oh. Okay. Let's bring that back up. There we go. There we go. How supportive is AWACS in here? So, they're good. Like, they'll tell you exactly where a target is, what they're doing. But what they'll do is they'll give you a BRA, so bearing range altitude. And so they'll say your call sign, BRA, and they'll be like 16,095 miles. Sorry, bearing range altitude. So they'll give you like 270 degrees, 80 miles, 17,000 feet, and they'll tell you hot or cold. So hot, they're coming towards you. Cold, they're moving away from you. And then that's it. But like, it'll be like, you know, my call sign right now, I think it's cold 1-1. So it'll be like cold 1-1, then they give you the BRA, then they'll be like pistol 1-2, BRA, this. Uzi 4-2, BRA, this. And then like, you really got to be listening for your call sign in there, because they'll be telling other people everything too, and then they'll give you multiple returns as well. So like, you know, you'll have one target that sounds real good, real juicy, but then, you know, 2 seconds later, you get a different target which is better or worse, and like, I don't know. I always kind of bounce back and forth between which target I want, so I just avoid them altogether. And if they give me the opportunity to use the map, I just use the map. And I'll just act as my own AWACS. I find that a lot easier. But, yeah. Beauty. And we're about 7 seconds from our max range here, so we will get ready to launch those, and hopefully the J11 leaves us alone this time. There we go, you can see right there, we're in range now. Perfect. Let's get set up here. Alright. Oh, 201. 201. Station 2. There's one. Oh, no, you gotta... Master armed arm. There's one. There's two. Alright. 202. 202. There's one. There's two. Alright, let's break off. What was his tack in? It was 3-4, I believe, right? 3-4 X-ray. Tack in. On. Tack in. Let's find him. Or was it 3-7? Actually, let's get turned around first. A little too hard there. We're fine. We're fine. Alrighty. those guys are... That's not us. That's not us. That's... Oh, that is us. They're just gliding their way over to the target. Alright. Let's take a quick look at the F-10, see where our friendly tankers are. Oh, we're at a bunch of them right now. Texaco 1-1, that's who we're going to be going for. What is your TACAN? Texaco 1-1 is 3-8 X-ray. 3-8 X-ray on. There we go. We'll just let this fly us to it. And we'll let Texaco 1-1 know that we're coming.
Texaco 1-1 in field 1-1. Request rejoin.
And how are we on fuel? External tanks are empty. Awesome. And he didn't talk to us. Cool.
Texaco 1-1 in field 1-1. Request rejoin.
If he doesn't talk back to us... I always get confused. I'm pretty sure that the... Oh no, I think it's the NPR. I think Shell 1-1 is actually who we want. Shell 1-1. 3-9er X-ray. X-ray. Let's try that. No! That J-11's coming back for us. No, he's not. It's the I-2. Are we good?
Shell 1-1 in field 1-1. Request rejoin.
There we go. 2-3000. 240. Miles to the tanker. We'll start slowing us down a little bit so we don't overshoot. He should be, looks like the one on the right. You can see those two dots out there. Our guy should be the guy on the right. So he's at 240. So we're still closing at about 100 knots. I think at this point I am good to turn that on off. Let's get going. $5 miles, or 5.8 miles. The YouTube feed brought you here. Welcome. Glad to have you. RJ cells are hitting now. Hit, kill, hit, kill. Hit, kill, hit, kill. We got 4 in the kill feed. There we go. That's what we like to see. Oh, you seen the shorts? Awesome. I hope they are straightforward, and I appreciate the feedback. was telling Lap D up there that yeah, I hope they are understandable. Not too much detail. Not enough detail. They seem to be well received, so. So yeah. And I'm just gonna focus in here for a second, so I am gonna not be looking down at the chat here for just a second while we go to do some refueling. Okay, I lied. I just read that comment. Thank you. I'm glad they are easy to digest. That is kind of my main goal with it, because it can be a daunting game, right? Oh god. Slow down. Air brake. Come on. We should be good. We should be good. We're good. Alright. And go ahead and get the probe out. Boop. And let them know that we're ready.
Ready, pre-contact.
Might be too far right now.
Return pre-contact.
Yeah, we're too far. Let's get close. Sometimes they don't tell you which wing, well, they never tell you which wing they want you going to. Sometimes you'll line up on the right, and then when you get close and they give it to you, the left one comes out. So you gotta change sides. But we'll just go with this for now and hope for the best.
Ready, pre-contact.
That's gotta be close enough.
Cleared contact.
Clear contact. Yeah, see what I mean? There we go. It's coming over the left. So now we gotta go over on the other side. I think normally they give the left first. I have gone off the right before. I was refueling. There's another plane on the left wing. We were doing some like formation refueling. It was pretty cool. But yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna focus in here for a second. Okay, we're a little wobbly. I'm just gonna back off of that one. Whoa. Alright, let's try again. There we go.
You're taking fuel.
We sure are. So those of you who don't know the idea on refueling with the probe and drogue, basically once you get it in, you just want to fly off the tanker because the oh god, no, he's turning. Oh my god. If he turned like half a second later, it would have been even better, because I was literally about to say the tanker's not going anywhere. It's not going to move on you. And then he enters a little left bank. Why not? Just to mess with us. Ooh, we're getting close. We're getting close. Let's back off a little bit. There we go.
You're taking fuel.
Oh god. Oh god. We're good. But yeah, the idea is that like once you get the probe in to the drogue, you just fly off the tanker. It's a much more stable thing. Guys will just be staring at the drogue. You don't want to chase the drogue. The aircraft's the big stable thing in the sky. You fly off the tanker, not off the drogue. And that way when he turns, you know it. So we got about 2,000 pounds to go. Get too close again. not be able to tell on you guys' screens, but I am looking off to my right at the aircraft, even though my track IR is keeping my head relatively forward. Just got my eyes over on the tanker right now. Trying to fly off again. Disconnecting. Let's put that drogue away. Thank you, sir, very much for the fuel. I don't need your TAC encoder anymore. Go ahead and turn that off. Thank you for the fuel, sir. And we're going to burn that to get back to the carrier. Alrighty, I'm just going to get us lined up with our carrier. Just gonna find the TAC encode for the Stennis 74 is 100 X-ray. TAC in 100, enter, on, and it's way out there. Okay, couple mode. Yeah, I'll hold. Alright. Now time to catch up and talk to you lovely people. Oh, is it lapped or lapped? I'm gonna say lapped. You're too kind, though. There are definitely people in this game who are significantly better, man. But yeah, definitely if you're brand new to flight simming in general and brand new to DCS, it's steep learning curve, dude. Like it took me first probably like 10 hours of me flying was just pain. And like you'll inevitably try to bite off more than you can chew, and then you'll get yourself into all kinds of situations. So, but that's half the fun of the game. It's just learning how to play it, honestly. Oh, Lena, awesome. So your dad sent you the shorts. Which one was that? Got some baddies out over there. Oh, they're pretty far out there, though. We shouldn't have to worry about them for now. Oh my god, 700 pages. That's a lot of reading. Just a lot of reading. I mean, I did. Let me just find the early access guide for the F-18. Early access guide is 431 pages. Only 431 pages. That's digestible, right? It's definitely better than the 700. That is true too, though, that didn't have tutorials back then. So, at least we have this, have that going for you now, so you let other people read it, and then you can just do the fun flying bit. And I'll be honest, I haven't read. Oh, there's a friendly aircraft right on out there. Yeah, you can see him just moving. Kind of center of your screen right now, the little black dot. Wonder where he's going. Anyway, so yeah, I haven't read that entire 431-page document myself. But when I do have a question, or it's very handy for making videos because, you know, I can know how to do something, but then it gets into a little bit more detail. Here's how this thing actually works. Here's all the modes for this and that and what they do. So I think I will eventually actually sit down and rush through it. Who has? Oh no. Yeah, no, definitely would be a multi-session endeavor reading that. Alright, you know what? We refueled. And now we're gonna have to dump our fuel because we have too much to land without damaging our gear. We got 13,000 pounds, so we just that's what that little switch down there does, is turns our fuel dump on. If we look behind us, we can see that we are bleeding fuel behind us, that nice purple gas. I don't know why it's purple. It shouldn't be purple. It should be brown or black. But yeah, brown. Brown's the right color. Anyway, so we're only about 4 miles from our carrier right now, so we've got we'll have to orbit it for just a second here, dumping fuel. But MLW? What's MLW? Oh, max landing weight. Ha! Yeah, just because fuel-wise, that's our big weight contributor here. So I'm gonna bring it down to maybe 5,000 pounds of fuel. Actually, if we start flying down to it right now. What's his final bearing? 299, so 290. Course. 290, enter. Okay. Let's get on down there. I mean, I thought we were gonna need it. I kept it in an afterburner the entire trip out and the entire trip back. I figured we would have used more fuel, but we were pretty high up, so we weren't actually burning that much fuel. But yeah, I got a little overeager with the tanker. It's just air-to-air refueling is so much fun, and it looks so good. Couldn't help myself. So they've got a little carrier, like multiple carriers out here in a carrier fleet. So that we're flying right towards in front of us is not the carrier we're going to be touching down. The carrier that we're going to is, I believe, that one right over there. Let's bring this in a little bit more. Yeah, so that is our carrier right there. Where's it, that one? Now I'm confused. In any case, I'm going to switch that fuel dump off now before I forget. It is off, right? Yeah. About 7,000 pounds. We should be okay to land with that. Or that's what I'm going to tell myself, at least. And let's let the Stennis know that we are coming home. Stennis 3.
1, 2, 3. Inbound.
I believe that's it there now. It gets confusing when there's multiple carriers all in the same area. I think that's us, though. But that's why we slapped our course line down, so we can find the right guy. So yeah, that is him right there. And we're at 7 miles. Let's get it down to 1,500. And then we'll stay level until 5 miles. Engines are back in idle right now. We're just waiting to lose a little more airspeed. And we'll get dirty and configure for landing. What we can do right now is drop the hook. Alright, we're just below 15,000 now. Let's level off. Okay, now we can start getting the gear down, flaps to landing. And we'll nose down, get on our glide slope. A little bit off. We're okay. And it's back into idle while we bleed a little more airspeed. We're definitely too fast right now. Also a little high. Let's get low. Goes down. And a little more power. A little bit on the elevators. There we go. That's a good glide slope there. Line it up in the carrier. A little more power. Looking for the ball. We're a little bit misaligned here. Let's see if we can kind of correct that out. Looking for the ball. Oh, we're way off. We're okay though. We're okay. I don't think they ever actually turned the ball on. Nailed it. Second wire. Didn't actually nail it, but what happens if we crash in the ocean? Like we're gonna crash in the ocean. I would never. Alright, let's get that hook up. And get those wings folded. Nose wheel steering a high. Let's taxi off the runway. Yeah, come on. You ought to know better than that, that I would never crash this thing into the ocean. We'll go set up on a catapult here, so in case I've been sitting just over on the elevators and someone spawned in on top of me and then we both crash and or get blown up, so that's no fun. So I go and park on a catapult now. There we go. And we'll do that for our refueling. Are we where we're supposed to be right now? Or do I have to go forward a little bit more? Oh, we're good. Alright. Let's talk to the ground crew. Before we do that, let's take a look at what's around us. What do you guys want to see? What weapon system should we employ next? We've got all kinds of ground targets up here, off in the east as well, those guys that we were just engaging. We can try to go after some fighters. There's not many up. Looks like the other guys are doing a good job controlling the enemy air picture. That's a 5 deployment site. Oh, there's not many guys there. It's hardly even worth the trip. How about these guys? These guys are always hard to get because they're in the middle of mountains. Su-33? Lap, do you want to see the Su-33? You want to see us take out a Su-33? Let's take out a Su-33. We'll do it. Got you. And so, no, I don't have the supercarrier mod. I think I'm gonna get it one day eventually. I can't, in my head right now, justify spending the money on it because it doesn't add anything to the game. It's just visual. But I think I will get it eventually, especially if I keep like streaming, making videos and such.
Request refueling.
Just looks good, but like it's purely aesthetic. I mean, driving around the deck, like yeah, you'll get some deck crew out here with you that'll interact with you, but that's about it, right? And especially like if I'm playing on an online server like this, like they don't have that as part of this. They do the audio cues for it come up. So you heard, like we said, Angels and State when we were landing. So they have the audio from it comes through on this. So maybe they do actually have it, and just because I don't have it, the rest of the stuff doesn't show up. Please keep steering. Absolutely. That's the plan for now. That is the plan for now. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So you're on the same page as me, right? Like it's expensive for what you get. In my head it's not worth it, but like it does look cool to actually have, you know, someone ground guiding you marshaling you on the on the deck. And like they talk you through the hookup and the guy jumps down there and actually hooks you up. Like it is pretty cool. I will give you that. Plus the ball little pop-up thing, like that's something, I don't know if I actually want that. Like, I like struggling to find the ball, like the actual Fresnel lens there, and actually be able to see it on the deck, right? I don't think I want that little pop-up to just appear on my screen. Four-part AMRAM series. We got 6, or we're gonna have 6. So we'll have, they're just fueling for now, but we'll have the 4 on the wings, and then also we'll have the cheek-mounted ones as well, plus the 2 wingtip-mounted sidewinders. So, hopefully we'll be able to get up and get those guys before someone else does. Oh. They're flying away from us, which means we're going to actually have to go up north and then cut west to engage those guys. That's fine. That's fine. It's just because this little carrier group over here, they got some air defense on them. You can see the air defense band comes all the way up, basically to where we are right now, actually, so less than desirable. Yeah, I hope I'm able to turn it off if I do get it. So no, it's not in VR. This is just a track IR. So basically, it's a little clip that goes on my my headset, but it basically just creates a digital head, and it tracks that. So I'm like looking at the left-hand side of my screen right now. I'm looking all the way behind me. Looking at the right-hand side of my screen right now. I'm looking all the way behind me, and then like I can look up, down, look all around.
Excellent work. Ground
But yeah, so not VR, but it is.
Rearm and get back in the fight.
It is the track IR. As for the difference between the Steam version and the software version from the store, from Eagle Dynamics Straight, I think it's the same. Like how you can buy a game on the Xbox store or buy a game on Steam. I think it's the same. Someone let me know if I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it's the exact same game, just bought through a different store. Oh, never mind. Darkness, you're already all over it. Okay, the updates are different. Gotcha. Steam just makes it so easy. So I'm playing on
Special
Steam right
Forces
now.
unit is deployed west of Fort Paris. They are preparing to take back control of Makeup. We cannot let this happen. Airstrike approved on these targets.
Alrighty. Let's get... Where we go, let's make sure we actually have the AMRAMs. Let's get it. Like those control surfaces. Throttle to burner. Boom. Gear up, flaps to auto. Alright, right off the hop. Ooh, we never took ourselves off of Master Arm. Let's go ahead and save that. Alright. Let's get ourselves all ready for a hunt. A couple of aircraft off to our right. Let's get a little bit less aggressive on that climb. And I think those 233s might have been shot down. Nope, never mind. He's still out there. We'll go for him. Just because you asked me to. Board at work. I love those scenarios at work where there's really just nothing going on, and you are able to just do something like turn a stream on or play a little game on your phone like that. It makes it much more palatable, you know. But then I guess if there was something going on, it would keep you occupied and you wouldn't be bored. So pros and cons, right? Got quite some distance to that guy. I'm just gonna play with my fuel settings here. We'll stop the center mounted one. Just make sure that we did in fact stop the center mounted one. We did. Okay, so now we are drawing fuel from our two wingtip mounted fuel tanks, not from our center mounted one. So we should be able to get a little bit more range with that because we'll have less drag for the duration of having that center mounted fuel tank. We get us up to about 25,000. I'm just going to keep us in burner because we've got the fuel for now. And, I mean, I feel like it's not fun to just watch me flying in a straight line, you know? You want to see me doing the stuff that happens when I get back to the carrier, the stuff that happens when I get to the target. This whole, you know, long trip in between, this isn't what you guys are here for. You guys want to see the action, not civil aviation. Maybe you do. Maybe you do. I said we were going to 25,000, but we're a little higher than that already. We might as well just go to 30. You know what? 28. 28. 28's fine. Level off here. Alright. Difference between RWS and TWS. So, RWS, I forget what the R stands for, but TWS is track well scanned. So, as I understand it, they are, like, you can fire from both. I think it's, Grim Reapers actually has a great video explaining, like, to a nerd level of detail how the Hornet's radar works, and he goes through all the different modes. But TWS's track well scans, you can actually, like, go through a bunch of different targets more easily, and you can pick up new targets while you're beaming one, but in RWS, I believe you can only really track one target at a time. Like, you can pick up other targets, but, like, TWS will, like, basically still be scanning while you're locked onto something, whereas RWS will super focus you in on one, but it'll make picking up the other ones more difficult. I could be completely wrong with that. That's what I'm remembering in my head, but I could, like I said, I could be completely wrong with that, so would definitely recommend going and watching his video. It's a fantastic video. Alright, Lapped, enjoy work, man. You have a good one. Thanks for swinging by. Yeah, definitely recommend looking up that video if you got questions about the radar. I think it's Grim Reapers. Alright, Lana, I mean, if you enjoy just watching us fly in a straight line, I will gladly fly in a straight line for you. Yeah. I'm just gonna watch this. Looks like the F-16 and F-18 are locking onto that Sioux pretty well. I might swing in. What is locking us up? So we saw that one of their Sioux just took off from the carrier. It's heading straight north. I'm gonna just roll a little left, see if we can intercept him without getting shot down by the fleet. And to do this, let's get this super wide, and we can actually lower. If you see top number, bottom number, top number is the height, is like the top altitude that our radar is scanning to. Bottom number is the low altitude to our radar, to what our radar is scanning. So we're currently looking between 28,000 and 12,000 feet, but you can adjust that. I'm just going to bring it down a little bit because he just launched. Bring it down right to the deck. So now we're looking between 17,000 and 1,000 feet. And he's at 4,000 feet right now, so we should be able to pick him up unless that F-18 gets to him first. Oh, but it looks like there's one more on the deck just waiting to take off right now, so we're going to head out that way. I'm going to get a little lower, actually. How are we on fuel? Oh, we've started bleeding into our... Okay, I'm going to pull it on burner now. Started bleeding into our internal fuel. We don't want that. But now we can see the internal fuel is going to draw from the external fuel, and we'll actually be able to just get rid of all of our fuel tanks together. And there we go. So they should all be empty. Take a look on the fuel page here. Yep. So these three down here, left external, center, right external. And they're all empty now. So with these buttons hit, dial set to stores, and master arm on arm, we can jettison those. So jettison. Boop, boop, boop. They're all gone. There you go. So if you didn't know how to jettison stores, there you go. I also have a short on that if you want to look at that. It just explains what I just told you. Is this our guy? At 10,000. I wonder if it is. Set it to 60 degrees. At 10,000. Yeah, that's our guy. That is our guy. That F-18 is getting close, though, so he might beat us to the punch. That is who we're going for. Oh! No, that is not who we're going for. That's the F-18. Let's come a little bit left and not lock him up. My apologies, sir. won't let me undesignate him. Let's cut between us. So should be looking for another contact just behind this contact. Not quite that far, maybe that far away. Aha, there you are. So this should be him boxed on the radar screen here. He was just right there. That's the friendly Hornet, close. Ooh, who's this now? That's the Hornet again. Gosh darn it. I don't want the Hornet. I want the Sequoia. You know what, let's break left, go for that one at 2,000 feet. Hopefully, without getting engaged by the fleet. I think that should be him on our radar screen now. Yeah. Alrighty. He's locking us up. There we go. So we got him locked. Let's get Master Arm to arm. And we've got our AMRAM selected. 19 miles is fire one early. We've got 6, so we can afford it. Give him something to think about. Great, so something just got launched at us. Once we actually get him in LAR, we'll fire one more, and then we're going to have to jink to avoid what just fired at us. There we go, that's on TTGs now. There's another one off, 6 ACT. We are going to jink real quick here. ACT 0, okay. I'm off, and I'm going evasive. Those missiles come to us now. And turn back into it. Hit and kill on the Su-33. BVR. It's not quite an in-close guns fight. Last time I was streaming, I got some great kills on an F4. There was 2 of them actually. I was trying to bring around on one to line him up with the Sidewinder, and another one just pulled right in front of me, and I got a gun kill on him. And then a teammate took him out. But yeah. So Lena, sounds like you're quite the aviation enthusiast. Do you have you pilot in real life, or like amateur pilot, or you know, is that kind of just like a dream for you one day? Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna go land at Makeup, grab some Hydras, take these guys out. Maybe some dumb bombs too, we'll see. But we got that Su-33 kill. Score 1 air victory for the stream. Good work. Not a pilot, just the dream. Aren't we all, man? All just dreaming this could be us in real life. I'm not one in real life either, but I think one day I might just go get like my pilot's license. It's expensive though, that's the thing.
Konskaya, in field, 1-1, inbound.
Might be too far for them to pick us up. Turn attack ammo off, that's something we can do. Yeah, so you can hear the radio coming through now. Oops. So, Konskaya is definitely too far to hear us. Stick and throttle situation. I've got an X56. So kind of just some entry-level gear. I mean, even the entry-level stuff is expensive now. Like, you can definitely get cheaper stuff out there. But it was kind of the right balance for me. It's still my first tow task here. So yeah, I've got a throttle, got a stick. It's got all kinds of buttons. Like, this one is built for kind of like this kind of flying, or also for like space sims, like space flight as well. So it's got like even more buttons than you even really need. Although it is super useful to have that for super useful to have that for something like DCS, where you do need all kinds of buttons on your stick and on your throttle, so you can actually not have to look down and press buttons all down here all the time. You know what I mean? But yeah, I might upgrade to something bigger and better one day, and then I'll give this one away. But yeah, that's a little while down the road. Like, I'm very happy with this one. I think it was a couple $100, and it works great for this. A couple of issues, like it does have a little bit of a drift right in the middle of it, so I've got to set a little dead zone around right around the center. But other than that, like, works great. Throttle feels good. Stick has all the buttons you need them right where you need them. I believe it's modeled off of the A-10's joystick, so if you know anything about that, that's kind of the model I'm working with. So it doesn't look quite like this thing right down here, but it looks more like the A-10's. Yeah, the spring is not great, and you can probably hear it if I'm doing like all like kind of like super fine. Yeah, I'm doing it right now. Super fine maneuvers. Yeah. Oh, Lena, I am jealous of that. If I lived near you, I'd be out there all the time just watching them come and go. I think it's just so cool to see those things taking off, landing. It's awesome.
Konskaya, in field, 1-1, inbound.
I don't think Makeup has attack and channel. Nope. Does it have ADF? Nope. Okay. Well, we'll just fly on over there and A little bit off. I was hoping to just get the bearing from them, but you can fly it like this. You really like it too. Do you? Oh, so do you also have an X-56? Yeah, Len, I would be doing the exact same thing. You hear some rotors going or a big jet engine, and yeah, you just have to get outside and just look at it. I was in an airport one time. This was years ago. I was a kid at the time, but we were just like in an airliner, just taxiing, and it was an F-16. Just was next, or a couple of guys ahead of us on the runway, and so I got to see that thing take off on the runway. That was so cool, and it lit the burner and everything. It looked so cool. So there's a little 5-year-old me just in awe at this thing. Alright, they should definitely be able to get us on radar now, or on radio now.
Kamskaya, in field 1-1, inbound.
Big airliners are cool to look at too. I'm very biased toward military aircraft and just how cool and just generally awesome they look. Trying to be a good guy and let them know that I'm coming. Oh, that's it, way out there, right? Where the smoke is? Yeah, that's it. But they're ignoring us. So you guys, with you guys as my witness, we have been trying to get a hold of here of the tower. Darkness, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. Was it like the 4 of them? Did they take off in formation, or was it just like 1, 2, 3, 4 in sequence, just getting up there into an unrestricted climb? And we'll try to get the tower one more time. If they continue to ignore us, we're just gonna land. Alright, we're just gonna go for it. Take a look down there, see. Well, it looks clear, but listen to the radio traffic. It sounds like there are definitely other aircraft down there. In sequence, okay. That's still awesome, though. And then, like, if you missed one or you want to see something again, boom, another one. Just, oh. That would be awesome. Yeah, it looks clear. There's a guy on the taxiway and a guy starting up on the apron there, but the runway appears to be clear, so let's do it. We might be a little too close, a little too fast, but we're going to do what we can to just do this in one pass here. So, get the air brake out. Might overshoot and then switch back so we can bleed some in a turn, bleed some airspeed in a turn. Very aggressive turn there. Okay, there we go. We're under 250 now. Let's get that gear down and those flaps down. And now we got to correct out of that, and we've also got to lose some altitude. And bypass the field, anti-skid on, because we're on an airfield. Alright. Just gonna put a little more airspeed, and then we'll bring it back to the left here. Also still a little bit high, so let's get low. We're landing on an airfield, so we don't actually have to nail it perfectly as per carrier conditions. We can actually flare a little bit. Please don't pull out on the runway, sir. And we'll get those brakes going. Alright, good landing. And we'll just roll on down to the far side. And get some brakes going so we don't overshoot. And we'll go ahead and clear the runway for our friend there. And we'll just park her on the taxiway here. Great. Park brake on. Set that. Alright. Now let's get talking to the ground crew, who should listen to us. I said we were going to go engage those ground targets over there, so what we'll do is I'm going to get laser guided bombs. Laser guided. And let's have some hydras. I love the hydras. They're just so fun to use. And just in case we miss with the laser guided, let's get some just regular 500-pound dumb bombs. Alright, and let's re-up on our countermeasures here too. I'm gonna cheat a little bit more, a couple more flares than chaff. So that's what we're gonna be expecting to be engaging us here now. But okay. I'm gonna let them refuel us.
Request rearming.
Alright, Darkness, thanks for swinging by, buddy. You have a good one. Yeah, glad you like landing. It was definitely not the most professional landing we've ever done, but you know what? Stayed under control, didn't damage the gear, good to go. And while they are doing this, I'm just going to go grab a glass of water. I will be right back, my friends.
complete.
Alrighty, we are back. And looks like we're about to be done. Looks like we're about to be done with the rearm.
Rearming complete.
Boom! Perfect, perfect timing. Oh, you know what? If we're gonna use laser guided bombs, we need this to be a targeting pod. Not the lightning. At Fleer. Okay, sorry about that.
Copy.
So we'll let them do that. And I think I'm not going to bother heading down to the end of the runway. I think we should have enough here that we should be okay. But let's get a waypoint built for us. On top of these. Oh no! The Mirage is going for them too! Gotta beat them.
Rearming complete.
So we get a waypoint built here. Grid is Echo Kilo. Close, nice. 92786. 92786. 67983. 679. Oops. No. 83. 90 should do fine. Okay. Enter. Elevation. 467 feet. 467 feet. Okay. Now that's on there. Let's get that target park and break off. Let's get turned around. Yeah, I think we should be okay if we just go the way that we just were. The way that we came from, rather. Take off trim. Oh, whoops. Looks clear. We're mad at the if you guys just joined, we're mad at the air traffic controller. He wouldn't acknowledge us when we were trying to talk to him on the way in, so yeah. Anyway, let's get rolling. There we go. Gear up, laps up. And let's start going toward that. Let's get the FLIR on. And set over here. Alrighty. Now we're good with gas. Alright, into ground mode. Let's go. Laser guided bombs first. UFC code. Code. 1688. Enter. FLIR. Not timed out. Cool. Miles to the target. Let's just finish getting these guys set up. Instantaneous. You. Infused nose. Mode. Alright, while we wait for the FLIR to time out, we can just go ahead and drop these. I'm going to undesignate the target though, so we can see them on the ground there. And we'll drop in CCIP mode. It didn't give me an E fuse, I only have an M fuse, so we'll see if this actually does anything. These are them, yeah. Oh yeah. 1, 2. And we didn't master underarm. We're goofballs. Amateur hour. Alright, we'll go around and we'll try that again. Except we'll actually hit them this time. Where'd you go? There you are. Take 2. There we go, that's 2 away. Let's get out of here. Hit kill, hit kill, hit kill. Oh, goodness. Good effect on target. How's our FLIR looking? Now it's timed. Awesome. Let's bring it back around on these guys, see what the FLIR can see. See the bottom of our aircraft. There we go. No, it's it's looking at the inside of the rack of the hydro launchers. There we go. Nope, still looking at it. All right. Now let's take a little looky-loo in here. What else do we got? That's a truck. Alright. Arm laser. Line up on the ASL.
Altitude.
That's one off. Get back. Get him. Come on. Nailed him. Alright. I believe there's a couple more down there, so we'll get into another orbit here. See what we can see. And again. We'll drop one more, then should be pretty much just infantry left over at that point.
Altitude.
This guy right here looks promising. Yep. So we'll drop something on him, then we'll come back with the Hydras for the infantry. Boom. There we go. There, it's Hydra time. What's even left down there?
Altitude. Altitude.
Oh, there's still a lot. All infantry, though. Alright. Let's see what we can see. Pass on any of this infantry? Maybe. Oh yeah, there's a guy right there. Come around another. Oh yeah, I see a bunch out there now. How are we looking progress-wise? Oh yeah, there's definitely fewer of them now. Alrighty. Bring her around one more time. It's nice now that there's a big smokestack coming out of them. Whoa, we need some airspeed. There we go. Because that helps me orient myself on this target. Dismounts where you at? I think that's a guy right there. I've lost him. There's a CP right in the middle. Not seeing the dismounts anymore. They are still out there, right? Yeah, there's a couple of them. Okay, so they're gonna be on the right when we come back, so we'll be looking over there. I think I see them. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so we got this one guy here on the left. Give him something to think about there. And I saw two over here. There's one. I think the other guy's closer though. Another couple here. Really make sure that we got them. We'll have to come back for those two central vehicles. Good thing we still got two laser guided bombs on us though, eh? once we get rid of these, we should have a much better field of view for our FLIR, so that we can scan a little better. Keep losing them right when we come in. I think this is one right here. And that'll do it. Yep, there we go. We'll do it for... Hydras. And you know, we can get rid of that middle one too. Get rid of some of that parasitic drag. Okay. Let's get turned around. We'll get these bombs off. Alright. Aha. That is an unassuming guy who's about to get... Oh no, you know what? There are still vehicles. There's still vehicles out there. Can I get the gun real quick? Nope, because you still think I want to use... Ah. At least we found him. Okay. What vehicles are left down there? Command post and a Land Rover. We'll get those with bombs, and then we'll come back for the dismounts. Let's see if we can pick those guys up.
Altitude.
Maybe not. Oh, what are you looking at? Jeez. Okay, yeah. FLIR doesn't want to be our friend right now. That's okay. What about TV? Nope. Name of the game. DCS World. Digital Combat Simulator World. Or just DCS. It's a military flight sim game. Pretty fun. If you're into aviation or combat aviation, would definitely recommend giving it a try.
Altitude.
Alright, yeah, looks like the bombs aren't going to work for us. So the FLIR's throwing a fit. But we can use the gun here. And that CP just down here. And this dismount right there. A good burst here. Okay, so that got 9 infantry, the CP, and it looks like we got hits on the Land Rover, but we didn't get a kill. That is exactly what happened. Awesome. Come back in for one more here. It's the weirdest thing, because it's picking up one of my aircraft. Oh! There we go, it sees things now. It's just not looking where I want it to look, it seems like.
Altitude.
Okay, can we undesignate, redesignate? There we go. Alright, is that... Which one's our Land Rover? And lost it. Okay. That explains a lot. It was showing us exactly what it was looking at, but it was looking at the sky. Okay. Play the World War II planes. Those are fun too. Those are a lot of fun. I don't know why it's not rendering that far away. But you know what? We'll go ahead and drop our 2 bombs on this and hope that we've lined the right target up. Yeah, the World War II planes seem fun. They, I don't fly any of them myself other than like the free Mustang that comes with the game. But looking at them, like, I feel like it's got to be a lot of fun. Flying like the old school planes and everything. We're just gonna drop this one kind of centrally on them. See if that has any effect. None at all. Cool. Cool. So we've got 100 and... I thought we were gonna have more than enough ammo for this, but we don't. We've got 173 rounds to take out a vehicle, 3 dismounts. I think we can do it.
Altitude.
Alright, so we got the hit off on him. And a kill, good. Always gotta find those dismounts.
Altitude.
I just cannot find these re-dismounts. They might just have to. They just end up getting lucky and getting away. Should be somewhere. Oh, there's one. And we just got to be super conservative with our 3 rounds remaining. We should hopefully get 1 burst apiece, and then that'll do it. Looking at their orientation, if we come around this way, we should be able to line up on both of them if we can spot them. If not, we're just gonna have to go back and land. Alright, let's get them. Eyes open.
Altitude. Altitude.
I do not see these guys at all. Try getting them with the FLIR. Oh no, that's just the number 1 from RTRP. No. Alright. I'm just gonna go bring these 30 rounds into that area and hope for the best.
Altitude. Altitude.
Oh, oh. I don't even think that was one. I think I just thought it was one. Oh well. Alright, well, couldn't get all those guys, but that's fine. We're just gonna go ahead and head back to the airfield here.
Skya, infield 1-1, inbound. Skya, infield 1-1, inbound.
Altitude. Altitude.
Alright, I think that's that guy that just took off in the air already. That's good. Go ahead and turn these systems off. Don't need that, don't need that. And let's get ready to land. It looks like we're a little high, so let's get a little lower. And pull back. Good speed for flaps, good speed for gear. We just gotta keep bleeding some airspeed. Let's get the air brake back out there. And we're on a good glide slope as well. Things coming up Millhouse. Good. Speed brake off. And throttle. There we go. We should be aligned pretty well for a nice landing here. Unless I do something like that again. Alrighty. Nice and gentle touchdown in the Hornet. Don't see that every day. I think we are going to have to roll down far into the runway. We probably could have braked in time to just get onto the taxiway there, but... Just rocket ourselves down there. Alright. Well, with that, I'm going to go ahead and shut this thing down. And I think we're just going to have to end the stream here. For those of you who came out and stuck around, thank you very, very much for coming by. And I hope to see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I am looking forward to seeing you guys in the next one. You guys take care.